Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Option Pit, the Option Pit Morning Vol Report. It's Andrew Giovinazzi filling in for Mark S. this morning. Here, our new website, Option Pit Live, Gold, Silver, Platinum, Pro. All the content and videos we post, plus our archives, depending on what level you're at. So, if you want to learn how to trade options, if you want to learn how to position for vol, if you want to learn how to position and manage risk, we have literally hundreds of recordings besides what we do live and record every week available to you depending on whether you're gold, platinum, or pro. So take a look if you want to learn how to trade options, how to position, how to manage risk, all of that stuff. All right. So send a note to me, Andrew at optionpit.com, Leisha.com, Leisha, L-I-C-I-A at optionpit.com if you want more information. You want questions, you pop to the website and you can take a look, all of our newsletter. Also, all of our newsletters, talk to Mike, he'll even get Mark, he'll even give you a deal on all 3 newsletters if you want them at once. All very specific and different things. One, learning how to trade the vol products. I moderate breakout for some technical breakout trades with very cheap options for Keith. That's been doing very well. And the weekly wheel for selling puts for Mark. And with that, what do we have today? So a couple of things. One is the first thing is, when's VIX going down? VIX going down. When is it going back down? Everybody's got to remember, like, the 9 vol was historic lows for a period of time. So it's not a slam dunk that VIX is going back to 9, by the way. Okay? Now, Friday's move, I think, had a little bit of what I'd call a fractured nature to it because it was so big. I mean, it was such a massive move up. It's hard for volatility to go down a ton. So implied volatility at the strike went down a lot less than VIX went down on Friday. So what you want to do is, if vol's really going down, I had a session with one of my pro clients this morning, you want to take a look and mark the vols and where they are. So I had a closing mark here of 1449 yesterday. Okay. Now, I want you to notice here, it's looking like the vol is actually moving a little higher per strike. So when you're trying to look at volatility and follow volatility, this vol is moving higher with the market moving up and VIX kind of moving down. So just remember, VIX going up or market going up usually means just VIX is going to go down because it's sampling lower vols with lower Vega numbers. But the reality is what's really going on per strike. And what I'm looking at is we're not seeing a break in the vol yet. So what does that set up? I think butterflies, downside flies, calendar trades, because the VIX really isn't going away. If VIX isn't really going away, you kind of want to sell skew, or you want to buy calendars and try to take advantage of the healthier premiums. Generate a lot of theta and you don't have as much vol risk. So depending, again, how you set all that stuff up, but you're not getting a break in vol yet. So the market's expectation for realized vol is still, I believe, pretty solid. It's still like a 16 vol market, and they're not letting the vol necessarily go away. They're not letting implied volatility drop too much, even with another rally. Remember, so this is a 2% rally from Friday morning. So it's just the simple thing. It's not ready to break yet. So I'll be putting out a vol newsletter trade today in VXX to look for kind of, sliding vol. The vol products, after, I think kind of a technical bounce yesterday or something, the futures are relatively cheap. So I think they're all trading under their theoretical value. And that's harder for the vol products really to have any hard giddy up on the downside. I think they could slide around, but I don't think it's enough for like a direct hard type delta trade. So we'll be looking for trades that slide around. I think sliding around in the indexes is still possible. And again, just keeping an eye on the vol there. Other stocks that could be of interest, Apple continues to keep going up. Kind of know, what is that, up $7 in the last couple of days. So it's making a huge move. Also, another one that we're looking at is Square. Is another one where, again, this is where I don't think the volatility is too high either. Compared to how it's moving, I think implied volatility is relatively low in this one. So kind of a more long option play would probably work a little better than everything else. We did have, I think, a good CPI number, which is helping to keep the market a little buoyant, but then you've got Rex Tillerson leaving and, the kind of the normal White House kerfuffle that we have going on. But what we could do is we basically could be rising stocks, but vol is staying firm. It's not ready to drop back down. So the last time we were at 2,800, I don't think VIX was trading 1566, unless of course we were going down the backside when things started sliding a bunch. But even then, it was like 12.5 from 9. So we've got higher market and higher vol, but we also have more daily movement. So our chat room will be open today, and we'll have our platinum class tomorrow and vol newsletter for me tomorrow as far as the mentoring session in the evening. And one last thing, we'll take a look at possibly a GE, because it's moving around so much. For a stock that shouldn't be doing much, it's certainly having big ranges. So it could be another thing we look at today. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and we will see you in the chat room.